What does it take to build an empire that not only dominates Wall Street but shapes the future of the global economy? What does it mean to create a company that commands more wealth than most countries' GDP, has the power to sway governments, and leads the charge in revolutionizing the world of finance? It all starts with one man, Larry Fink, a boy from a humble neighborhood with nothing but a burning desire to change the world. A man who faced setbacks, learned from them, and defied the odds to create BlackRock, a financial juggernaut managing over $10 trillion in assets. This is more than just a tale of money and markets. It's a journey of grit, innovation, and an unshakable belief that with the right vision, anything is possible. This is a quiet suburb of Van Nuys, California, in the 1950s. With ordinary streets and houses, a young boy named Larry Fink lived among these people, and he would one day revolutionize finance. But back then, he was just a child who grew up dreaming of a better life and had no privileged upbringing. Larry's father was a mere shoemaker businessman who struggled hard to fend for the family as the mother worked as an English teacher to put Larry through school and also on the importance of education. They didn't have wealth, but they had something more enduring: values. Larry was not a poster child for curiosity, but he was never the quiet kid who blends into the background but is learning and asking questions behind everyone else's fancy displays. How did systems work? What had happened to some businesses? Why did some succeed than others? These questions would later become the main theme of his occupation. Some of the lessons Larry learned from helping his father at the shoe store. He learned and suffered the unpredictable nature of business, which is risk at every customer, every sale. That laid the foundation for such foresightedness in appreciating risk and reward, which forms the basis of such a decision in the future. But Larry wasn't content with just helping in the family store or to have a simple life. He had bigger dreams for himself, something that would allow him to freedom from the environment and thus change the world. Fueled by his parents' values and his own determination, Larry took the first step toward his dream education. Few could have imagined that this boy from Van Nuys would one day change the face of the financial industry and build what would later become the world's biggest investment company. Every story has its beginning. This is the case of Larry Fink, who began in a suburban neighborhood with the firm belief of something bigger. It was just getting interesting when another revealed that he studied at the University of California at Los Angeles and did political science. Yet, the person did not come across his stream until he opted to study MBA at Anderson School of Management. Finance was not just about numbers to Larry, it was about solving games, managing threats, and these factors that influence economies. Larry, after his training, joined First Boston, a leading investment bank. He ascended through the ladder rapidly and became one of the youngest executives in the history of the company to head a division by 31. Larry had risen to be heading First Boston's mortgage-backed securities, a position that offered billions to the bank. However, success does not tend to follow a line pattern. There was a very big mistake made in 1986, whereby Larry lost $100 million belonging to the bank. For the man, it was a setback not only in his professional life but in his personal life as well. He lost confidence and his career was nearly wrecked. What is more, Larry did not cease his attempts. It is 1988 and the financial Goliaths of the world are shortly to tremble in a small, seemingly insignificant office, aided only by $5 million of initial investment money from Blackstone. Larry Fink and his 7 partners charted a course no one thought possible, starting an investment bank from scratch. The world knew Wall Street behemoths. But there in a nondescript office was the beginning of what would emerge as the undisputed #1 in investment management, BlackRock. BlackRock was not an investment management company. It was the creation of Larry's passion for revolutionizing the financial world. He had gained one valuable experience throughout the previous mistakes of his managerial career: risk management. Larry learned that while investments may be all about making money, they were also all about managing risk. His mission was clear: create a company which not only invests but also assists its clients with the risk assessments related to the investment plans. The things at stake were high, but Larry did not feel any pressure. He did not just strive to become an ordinary AM, an entity that actively administered assets. He wanted that change or revolution to happen. He imagined a space that was capable of recording, measuring, and even foretelling the performance of investments with great accuracy. A system which would place risk management in the focus of all financial appropriation. And so came Aladdin, the revolutionary risk management system that was to become a keystone of BlackRock's business. AC was an instrument that did not only record investments but gave a new dimension to the use of financial information. When much of the financial technology was mainly at a rudimentary stage, Aladdin provided BlackRock with a revolutionary source of competitive advantage. It could have evaluated possible risks, trend analysis, and set up different business models in real time. What BlackRock had was Aladdin, which according to Loeb, was much more than just a tool. It was the life of the firm's investment operations. This enabled Larry's team to understand risk in a manner that was simply unparalleled in prior work for the first time. Clients could see the big picture of their portfolio, not only what they were earning, but also the risks they are taking. This innovation turned into BlackRock's ace in the hole, which makes it unique from all other firms in the industry. By possessing Aladdin in their toolkit, BlackRock gained unparalleled popularity very soon. Before long, it was receiving lots of business from large funds, including pension funds, sovereign wealth funds, and corporate and government-related funds. Aladdin brought BlackRock the required accuracy and vision of events to secure large accounts. The word on Wall Street was simple. If you needed a firm that could navigate risk and give, a BlackRock was the one to bet on. But technology was not the only thing that set BlackRock apart from other juggernauts. It was the vision. Larry had constructed an organization which was not just for generating revenues, but also for preserving the wealth and the future of their clients. With Aladdin, they could look right into the core of the market and make decisions that were unconventional, but intelligent. In a universe where most market participants failed to grasp the existence of risk, let alone its potential effects. This was the weapon that helped BlackRock grow from a small venture capital firm into a multinational titan, from an office in New York to a worldwide company. BlackRock is a perfect example of Larry Fink's dreams. It wasn't just that Aladdin transformed the way BlackRock worked, it transformed finance itself. And as BlackRock's assets swamped up, it swamped up its influence and emerged as a pacesetter in a world which is always an anachronism. There was a new theme with each new client, a new theme with each new development. BlackRock was becoming the new standard of investment management. Larry Fink had a vision, and with the emphasis now on technology and its integration into traditional markets, the small office we first saw back in 1975 had become the largest investment company the world had ever known. From an idea to a new BlackRock in a few years. That was the pace at which BlackRock had grown to become a global financial giant, and at the heart of it all was Larry Fink, a man who saw that the nature of finance was fast-changing, and the key to success lay not in simple return on investment, but in efficient risk management. It all began in a small office in New York in 1988, and BlackRock grew to be the biggest asset manager in the world, claiming the highest ground with more innovation than anyone else, taking risks without any hesitation, challenging the financial industry. So let me begin with a man who wanted to change the world and didn't hesitate to use his mind to create a new future. If he just learned how to manage the risks of the unknown, power he possesses. Before the 1990s, BlackRock was fast becoming a major player. Consequently, a variety of firms approached them due to the recognition of the significance of relying on data. Larry's team was not only operating with the dollar sign in their heads and making people's money, they were creating and fostering trust, explaining the processes and consistently providing good returns. The global financial system was near a catastrophic situation in 2008. Businesses were collapsing, stock exchanges plummeting, and insecurity became the order of the day. But crying wolf, as others did, Larry saw the potential of chairing. This strategy of the United States government to hire BlackRock to manage the toxic assets bailout brought it the avenue it has today to be viewed as a financial powerhouse. In my opinion, BlackRock has been defined by the crisis. Yes, it was more than controlling the money. It was all about bringing equilibrium to the unbalanced economy in the world. BlackRock came out of the crisis even stronger, with even more clout and money management than before. Now, BlackRock oversees more than $10 trillion in assets, which makes it the largest asset manager that the global financial industry has ever known. In other words, that figure is more than the GDP of every country of the globe except for the United States and China. In many areas of the global economy, BlackRock offers solutions that include pensions or mutual funds, or even impact policy on climate change. It has also incorporated sustainable investment under Larry's leadership of BlackRock. He advocates for firms to address ESG issues at the center of competencies required for the 21st century. Many people will not agree with this attitude, but Larry stays loyal to it, considering it as the only way to make a long-term development. What is not in doubt is that the Larry Fink success story speaks volumes about the strength of spirit as well as ideas, together with the benefits to be accrued from going big. From an ordinary boy from a small town with no background contacts to the CEO of the company capable of impacting the global change, that's what it is to be a failure. What do you think of Larry Fink's amazing story? Please let us know in the comments below. So, if you liked this story, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can get more similar stories about ambition and success. Just to remind everyone, no dream is unattainable so long as you are willing to fight for it. Until next time then, keep asking questions and keep getting ideas.